Good morning, broadcasters. 360 seconds news and commentary for broadcast professionals is on the air. I'm Maria Koladova from TKT. Let's discuss the latest technological news with our respected experts, Philip Grossman and Mary Seidler. Don't forget to give the program a like. At CAPSAT, Brainstorm has showcased the possibilities of InfinitySet, equipped with the latest RedSpy 3.0 tracking system from Stipe and a 3x3 meter flat LED video wall to display the live rendered backgrounds for virtual production. InfinitySet now includes full integration of objects within the Unreal Engine environment. So, Philip, tell me a bit about this.
Sorry, I lost a little bit of my internet there, but I'm back. I'm excited to see more players getting into the XR VR world. It's going to drive down the overall costs of the solutions. And I think it starts to make it more approachable as you start to widen I guess, the field of potential customers. They're going to learn that they're going to need to simplify some of the things because it is still a pretty complex endeavor to set up an XR VR type environment. But it's interesting to see more and more players coming into it from the control perspective and the implementation perspective.
Great. Now moving on to Komodo. KOMODO-X features a next generation 6K Super 35 global shutter sensor, expanding on the Komodo image performance with improvements that allow for increased low light performance and double the frame rates at 6K 80p and 4K 120p. So, Philip, tell me about this.
Yeah, so for transparency, I am a red shooter. I have a red Komodo. That's what I shoot with right here. I love the camera. The original Komodo was designed to be that crash cam, an inexpensive, quote unquote inexpensive cinema camera. And so it had great features and functionality, but they were a little bit limited only because it was really designed to be a crash cam. And it just took off like gangbusters. And they have sold, I would assume, tens of thousands, if not more, of that camera. And this is sort of that next generation. It's more of an evolution than a revolution in the lineup. It brings the body closer to what they call their DSMC3, enables the use of the DSMC3 peripherals, so the monitors now can be powered. It's gone to the micro V mount battery, which personally I wish they would have gone to the BPA battery. That's my own personal opinion because I like to have two separate batteries so I can hot swap, but I understand the reasoning behind it. They've increased the frame rates at 6K up to 80p, which is pretty impressive. They now comes with a built-in USB-C, so Red Connect can work wired and Red Record, so you'll be able to record off of that camera, stream to a piece of storage. So I think it's a great sort of evolution in their lineup. So you still have the relatively inexpensive crash cam at just about $6,000. You have this camera that really can be an A camera, and it's right in there at the $10,000 mark. And then they have the Super 35 8K Raptor, goes up to 120 frames 8K, and then they have the full frame version of the Raptor. So they really have a very good lineup now. So I'm excited to see what can be done. And the sensor supposedly has some better dynamic range and low light capabilities, which are definitely things that I look forward to in a camera.
Great. Now moving on to Telos, the Global Live Control Room combines the on-premise capabilities of the KAIROS platform with LiveX's virtual video control room, which allows operations such as switching, ISO recording, playback, graphics, and intercom via Infinity VIP to be cloud-based. So, Mary, tell me about this.
What's really struck me this morning is how much technological changes and advances have been made as a result of COVID. And this is one. Because now all of a sudden the Infinity platform by Telos has been around for just a few years, but the adoption rate now, because you can do things virtually, has just gone up exponentially. This makes so much sense. It makes it easier to control things from wherever you are. I know there are a lot of broadcasters who are thinking, yeah, we just literally can't find the personnel, or we don't want the expense. So we can do a lot of this virtually, and that's what you're starting to see. They've also added something on to Infinity that you can have links to the intercom system, again, all via IP. And I'm curious to see what will happen in the next couple of years, because there's no going back from this. The more things you can control virtually, frankly, I hate to say it, but the less people you need, but it also gives you a lot of flexibility.
Do you think that the developments from COVID are kind of going at the same rate, or are they kind of slowing down a little bit now that we're a few years out from the start?
That's a good question. Philip, what do you think? I feel like the train has left the station and it's going to continue on.
Right. Going from we're going to do everything in the cloud and we don't need studios anymore to, hey, this integrated solution is probably pretty good. So I think that there's the benefit of having had done it so quickly during COVID that we, fail often, fail quickly. Well, we failed quickly. I think they've learned now sort of what the approaches are. So it's going to be exciting the next couple of years.
Great. Well, that's all the time we have. Many thanks to our experts, Philip and Mary. And don't forget to comment on the news that we've discussed. See you next Monday at the same time. Goodbye.